This morning, be careful out there, please, as we will count you down to coverage. Lakers-Celtics tonight. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off at 3 p.m. 4:30 p.m. The play-by-play, you'll hear it on 7:10 a.m. And, of course, crystal clear digital audio, the all-new ESPN LA app. We should have flown on a private jet, Sedano, out there to Boston. So he could have played in the game tonight since nobody else wants to. Let's get to it.
Crazy. Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Mason Sedano on a Ticket Thursday. 7:10 combo play. Mason Sedano right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sedano, how's the back?
Not terrible, but not good, I would say either.
Would you say there's like a herniation there? Or
No,
is it a
no,
pinched
no.
nerve? Or what is it?
It's just,
Is it your sciatic?
No, it's not that. It's basically a muscle thing, and so I took one Flexerol. I don't feel anything, but I don't want to be the guy that goes, I don't feel it yet, I don't feel it yet. Then I take another one, I'm like, whoa,
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna give it some time.
Okay.
I took it 2 hours ago. I feel like I should feel it by now, so I may take a second.
I never got any of this stuff you're talking about. I even had surgery on my neck, and they never gave me any of this magic Flexerol pill.
Yeah, Flexerol's just a muscle relaxer.
Oh, okay.
So it's just that.
Yeah.
And because it's muscular, the back's a little stiff. Once I put ice on it, I feel pretty good. I can move around after I ice it for a little bit.
So they went in here on my neck. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. They went in here. They pulled all this aside. They fused discs. And then afterwards, I said, no, I don't want any opioid things at all. Nope.
Well, that's not an opioid.
Well, no, but I didn't. But they
They
were trying
offered
to give
me an opioid.
They were trying to give me Percocet and all this. I'm like, no.
They offered me Valium today, and I said, dude, I can't function if I take a Valium.
Yeah, no, that's a rough one. No,
What about like Xanax?
just
Does Xanax work with that?
No, Xanax is not. That's an anxiety thing. That's not a muscle thing.
I just know that like knocks you out.
I feel like I'm at a trip to the doctor's office right now. No LeBron, no AD tonight. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Seriously,
Crazy.
Thursday night TNT national TV game. No LeBron, no AD. Come on.
Now the Twitterverse immediately has gone to that they are protesting. Because
Protesting?
remember the hourglass.
No, the hourglass.
tweet.
Time's up.
LeBron and AD are protesting. I kind of agree.
I
with
mean,
them,
that's what
George.
the Twitterverse says. I don't know if I buy that.
Are they off?
What do you mean?
Like, is LeBron? Let's see. If the Lakers were 30-19, would LeBron play?
I mean, if he's got an ankle injury, he probably wouldn't play.
Right. See, I never want to question somebody's
No, I'm not questioning.
injury. I don't want to question injury, but the timing is. This is the game after the game where he was very pissed off afterwards and sent out the hourglass thing. So I can see why the Twitter sphere by Lakers Twitter is saying, oh, LeBron's pissed off. This is a protest by LeBron. Sedano, what percentage of that is true?
Man, this is a tough spot.
Sounds
I'm
like
gonna
it's
say-
not zero.
Yeah.
I would say like very low. Like I'm not an absolutist, Mace.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say like 1 or 2%.
Oh, that's it, 1 or 2%.
I mean, that's basically it's not.
Yeah, that's basically no. It's
Right, but I don't want to summarily dismiss the possibility. You know what I mean? I got to leave it open to interpretation at least a little bit.
It's not even like 40%. It's 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I have no. I guess it's a scheduled loss, right? I guess this is waving the white flag and saying we're not as good as the Celtics. We're not going to go at it tonight. We're the Lakers. We're having a rough year. Go ahead, take a win, Celtics.
Right.
Which sucks.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not good at all. So I'm such a bad mood today.
Why?
Sean, you got to cheer me up. I'm in such a bad mood.
Is it the rain
It
still?
is. It's the rain, and then my dog is doing. Oh God.
Your dog is what?
My dog Veronica, who's like the greatest dog in the world, has a really high-pitched bark, and we can't get her to stop barking. Okay. So Juan got a water bottle, and he's spraying her in the face when she barks, and she looks so sad and dejected after she gets. Like, I don't have the heart to spray Veronica in the face with a water bottle.
Have you ever tried getting like a Coke can or a Diet Coke can, because that's all you like?
Yep.
Putting some quarters in it or some kind of pennies or whatever.
Right,
and
then
tape off the top, and it's just a sharp shake.
Is that
it.
all you need?
One sharp shake.
Yeah.
They drop down.
Have you had problems like that?
Yeah, and that worked.
Yeah, it worked. Brian, you have a new puppy dog?
Yeah.
Any problems with barking?
Not too much, but she is scared of herself. Like when she sees her reflection.
Oh, wait,
So
she's
not
scared of
bark,
herself.
Right, growls. A lot of growling.
When she sees herself in the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a dog that does that too. It's like, oh, look,
Doesn't
it's
bark,
me.
though.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the barking. I don't have the heart to spray her in the face with a water bottle.
What do you do with Chewy?
Oh,
Lindsay?
yeah. Oh, Lindsay's here, by the way.
Yeah.
She's actually our producer today. I'm so excited about that. I have not done a show with Lindsay producing in a while.
You're super excited?
I am super excited.
Well, I was going to say, see, I learned after my first dog, I only use positive reinforcement to train my dogs. I will say Chewy has been a little bit more difficult to train, but, I don't want to traumatize my dog. I tried doing like the spray in the face with the water thing, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I thought it was too mean.
I don't feel good about it. I don't feel, and she looks so dejected after
You know what?
do
I
it.
got a suggestion.
Okay.
How about books for your dog, right?
Oh, that's
you don't wanna
a
be
good idea.
You don't want to be in the doghouse with your dog, Mace.
Nice
So, you know
slide,
what?
yeah.
Celebrate Valentine's Day by not only getting your significant other something, but get the dog something too.
Oh, that's
you're-
perfect.
So you're not in the doghouse. Send farm fresh flowers from Books. That's short for bouquets, and we've got you covered. 25% off with your entire purchase with the Books company. All you got to do is go to their website, Books.com, and use the promo code ESPN. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Again, 25% off if you use that promo code. Books is our go-to flower source, and here's why. Flowers are cut fresh, sourced directly from the best flower farms in the world. Even farms on the side of a freaking volcano, man, so they stay fresh way longer. Books is easy. Buy roses in one click. You can buy the roses or any of their other unique modern designs, all sorts of different flower arrangements and whatnot. They've got that 100 red roses that you've heard us talk about, but all sorts of other arrangements as well. Valentine's Day is February 14th. I've already placed my order and picked my delivery date. So don't waste any time, man. Books.com, promo code ESPN. That's BOUQS.com, promo code ESPN. Don't believe it when your significant other says, you don't have to get me anything. Lies, I tell you. So be a hero. Go to Books.com. Use the promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN.
I was at the Book store this week. Have you been to the Book store yet, George?
I'm going next week. I was going to go today, but the back, that kind of changed some things.
Yeah, South Robertson in Beverly Hills, great location. I got Books delivered at the house today. They said, and the flowers are just beautiful. I think mine are the ones that actually came from the side of a volcano. I'm pretty sure I have the volcano flowers.
Those are the ones?
Those are the ones, yes.
The Mauna Kea flowers?
Yeah, is that where they're from? They're from Hawaii?
I mean, that's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, that's there's not a lot of volcanoes in this region.
They've not told us which volcano they're working from.
They got those volcanoes out there in Montana.
That should be Game of Games. Name volcanoes.
Michael Thompson would win that game.
Well, Bergman should win that game because he lived in Hawaii.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I went with Mauna Kea.
Yeah,
I was on Oahu. Yeah,
Oahu. Yeah,
but that was Diamond Head. But it's dormant.
The thing about Hawaii is Hawaii's gotten way too expensive now. You can't even go to Hawaii anymore.
Well, you actually,
you got a bargain?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You got a hookup?
I tell you.
It's not that expensive to fly there. Like Southwest, ever since they've been
Southwest does do a very inexpensive route.
They do.
That's
good
what I was
deals,
part
too.
of what I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hawaiian Airlines also does a really good job with it. If you can find Hawaiian Airlines, we'll have like a $199
It's
flight.
not the flight, though. It's the hotels.
Yeah.
The hotels are out. I used to stay at a place on the Big Island.
Well, you can Airbnb, too, or something like that.
I always Airbnb there. It's way better. Yeah. Because then you get, I always like to connect with the host, too, and they'll give you, the lowdown on, the non-touristy spots that are actually good places to go eat and stuff like that. So I feel like Hawaii, Airbnb, or VRBO.
See, I want somebody to do to fix the bed every day, and I like that's vacation.
But then it's just at home. You don't have to make the bed. Who are you making the bed for? For you?
We make the bed every day. Don't you make the bed?
No.
Sedano, you or Kelly make the bed every day, right?
Yes, Kelly usually does.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
If Kelly's on vacation, takes the kids, goes on vacation somewhere, sees her parents, whatever, are you going to make the bed for yourself?
I will at least put the covers. Yeah, I mean, the pillows back in order, and it just takes 2 seconds. It may not be as nice and neat as the way she does it with all the throw pillows and all that stuff.
Right.
But I may I'll just put it back to normal.
Yeah, I just push the comforter over and that's it.
You mentioned something that's a pet peeve of mine. I go to my mom's house out in the desert sometimes and stay there. And I swear to God, there are 40 throw pillows on the bed.
Oh my God, we're at that stage right now.
You've got to dig underneath all the pillows to get to the real pillows, and they're everywhere. These decorative pillows. They're just and you know what the filthiest thing in a hotel room is?
The throw pillows.
The decorative pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much. Your friend Cappy is up to weird stuff.
What is his problem?
Oh my God. We're going to get into it.
Well, that's what Michelle Smallman is coming on next.
Oh, yeah,
for you
Michelle
guys.
Oh,
Smallman's
yeah, Michelle
coming.
Smallman. That's
That's
right.
your girl,
She's
right?
your former producer, right?
She was once my former producer. Now she's been a big star for many years.
Yeah. So we'll talk to Michelle Smallman coming up. By the way, you can join us all day next Thursday, 2/8/24 for a celebration of a legacy that will be unveiled in greatness forever. Mason and Ireland, Sedano and Cap, broadcasting live from the balcony of the Nixo Lounge at the E Central Hotel. Join us in celebrating a day that we will always remember. And special thanks to our friends at Anheuser-Busch and Michelob Ultra for celebrating with us. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Hey, Linz, what's up?
Oh, well, you know what, Mace?
That was a very smooth
Yeah, that was a
transition,
great.
wasn't it?
That was
One of
no.
the
Linz,
worst
what's
transitions you may have ever done.
That
Okay.
was no Sedano masterclass.
Oh, hang on a second. All right, so let me do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Rewind.
Okay, rewind. So, Sedano, you're on the Flexerol, right?
I am on the
You know what you
Flexerol.
could try? You could try a little wine, like
Yeah, a
maybe
little
some
chaser?
Stella Rosa, Linz.
Exactly. Stella Rosa would be great, and that's what I'm going to have to gear up for the big game. Stocking up on Stella Rosa wines. Stella Rosa is great because it pairs perfectly with all my favorite game day snacks like wings, pizza. And I mentioned yesterday, I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to make for the big game party at my uncle's house. Either some salsa, homemade salsa, or taco dip. So still on the fence about that. But either way, I think both would go great with any Stella Rosa flavor because this wine is semi-sweet, semi-sparkling, and very refreshing, especially when served chilled. The big game is sure to have some of the most exciting sports moments of the year, so be sure to grab a bottle of Stella Rosa to celebrate the big plays. So stock up on Stella Rosa, your go-to wine for game day.
Don't miss.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free! Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Got a major network star coming up now. Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle. When she's here, it's brought to you by Prize Picks, largest #1 daily fantasy sports platform in North America. New members go to prizepicks.com/710. Use code 710 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Michelle is online. Michelle, you know you're big when they actually sell you as a sponsorship. How about that?
Oh, my God. I think I've made it. This is major.
Now, I did not realize you have this history with Sedano.
Yes, George Sedano is one of my favorite people on planet Earth. I used to be his producer. He was a mentor to me, a friend to me, and has always been there to help guide me throughout my career. And this is such a full circle moment that I'm on the show, and he's getting to interview me.
Yeah, it's Mace, you like talking about the trees, right? She's part of the Sedano tree.
The Sedano broadcast tree, yeah.
There you go. There you have it. Now, Smallman, let me ask you this, because I know everyone wants to talk to you about football because it's the Super Bowl and all this stuff, but I don't know if people really know your real passion is baseball. Like, you are a baseball dork, like a baseball nerd. You grew up in St. Louis, the Cardinal Way, which people here want to throw up when they hear that stuff. You already hear Mason at the moment. So I feel like, it's got to pain you a little bit while it intrigues you a little bit that the Dodgers are going to be this team to beat potentially this year, now more so with Shohei Ohtani.
Of course it pains me. I absolutely hate it. It's like LA has a personal vendetta against me. First, they steal my football team. Now the Dodgers have this big super team, and they're going to stand in the way of the Cardinals being good for probably about a decade. But yeah, this Cardinals-Dodgers thing is interesting because back in 2013 when they had all those amazing... Yeah, those postseason battles. Remember the Mickey Mouse stuff?
I just remember Clayton Kershaw giving up a bunch of runs to the Cardinals.
Yeah. The Cardinals rocked Clayton Kershaw every time, it felt like.
In the 7th.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people rock Clayton Kershaw.
Hey! Oh, yeah! She's not wrong.
Bringing it.
To be fair, that is something that he's had to deal with. But yes, whether it was Matt Adams or Matt Carpenter, all the Matts in St. Louis really took it to Clayton Kershaw. But I'm concerned about the Cardinals this year, guys. I mean, their rotation has a lot of question marks. I think the youngest guy in the rotation is Steven Matz, who's 33. So as much as I was wanting to come to LA and go to opening day, Dodgers-Cardinals, because I've never been to Dodger Stadium. That's on my sports bucket list. And I thought, this could be great. I'm like, do I really want to see this amazing super team that is, murderer's row beat up on my Cardinals? Probably not.
Imagine, in a related question, how many games do you think we're going to win? How many games do you think the Dodgers are going to win this year, huh?
You're pinch running for
exactly.
them or something.
We.
Yeah.
Michelle, how many?
120? You guys are going to crush everybody. It feels like, at least on paper, it looks like that.
Yeah, no pressure. 120 wins.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Casual.
Yeah.
It feels like 100 is not enough, so you have to, go up from there. And it just feels like if they can stay healthy, no one's going to be able to beat them. But super teams don't always work out. I mean, totally different scenario. But look at the Mets last year; they broke out the checkbooks, and it certainly didn't pay out for them.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
Now, did you, because the LA stole your football team as well, I would imagine you were the biggest Lions fan a couple weeks ago.
Oh, of course. You know that I was the biggest Lions fan when they were going against the Rams. But I was cheering for the Lions anyway because that's such an endearing story for me. I love a sports city that has suffered for a really long time, finally having their moment in the sun. I really wanted the Lions to be able to punch their ticket and finally get to the Super Bowl. And the fact that they lost in the manner in which they did just felt so Lions. It just felt so unfair to those fans that they finally were in this position. They were up. They could kind of relax and breathe and celebrate it a little bit because they thought they had it in the bag, and then it all unraveled. So I felt really sad for the fans of Detroit. But, yes, of course I was cheering for them against the Rams. You know that.
So you were rooting for I'm rooting for Kansas City because I hate the Niners. I just despise them.
Well, yeah, the Rams rival.
My
right?
not stepdad Leo's watching on YouTube. Right? I will say this to you, Leo. It's nothing personal. I hate the Niners. Is that the way you feel about the Rams, or is it more neutral?
About the Rams? Oh, no. I hate them. They're my mortal enemy for life.
Okay.
I'm Italian, and I will never give up this grudge. Like, it will be buried 6 feet under with me.
She is Italian, and they do hold grudges. There's no question about that.
Tell us something about Sedano we don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, tell us. Give us the inside scoop, Michelle.
This is really good. What do they not know about Sedano? I don't know, because he is an open book.
He kind of is, yeah.
George is really fun to party with. He's really fun to go out with. I don't know if people know that in LA, because I don't know what you give them, George, on the radio as far as your personality is concerned.
Well, I'm also like I'm like a dad now with children. I have to run them around. When I knew you, it was just me, my wife, and like one small child that we could pawn off to a babysitter.
Yes, but and George takes care of everybody. So when we would take the show to Miami, he would be like, oh, okay, these are the places that we need to go. He
right,
always
we did.
knew
We
all
did
the
go
hot
out. We did
spots.
have a night out in Miami on the beach and on the downtown and all the places we needed to go. That's true. It was was that a Super Bowl that we were there for?
No, it was I can't remember what it was. It was not Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't baseball. Was it baseball All-Star game?
Maybe it was the All-Star game. Yes.
Yeah.
It was the All-Star game.
Tell us something about Evan that we don't know. Evan Cohen.
Evan's a dork.
I know. Evan
Everybody
Canty
knows that
Michelle.
already.
What about Evan?
What about Evan? Do you guys know that Evan is obsessed with boy bands? Is this something that you guys are aware of?
I mean, I did.
I'll tell you what. John Ireland, my regular partner, he knows every name of every guy in every boy band. He knows all the boys' names.
He can actually point them out when they're singing.
When they're singing.
Oh, that's JC Chazé.
Yeah. That's JT. That's Lance Bass. That's Joey Fatone.
Oh, my gosh. He and Evan should have a boy band off to see who knows the boy bands better.
Yeah,
that's
we should have them on.
We should absolutely.
You want to do that next week?
Yeah, let's do that next week.
Yeah, we'll get Evan on, and like Mason, you can play like the host, like you can be like the Steve Harvey character.
Exactly,
and you can just do that.
Still a great night.
So Mason, there you go. Next time you really want to get down, Michelle Smallman has told you, I know how to get down. At 45,
I've never been invited to party with Sedano.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you actually don't like to go anywhere.
I mean, I'm on the town, man. That's my life is on the town.
Yeah, right.
I paint the whole town red.
If it was
well,
your couch.
if I make it out to L.A., whether it's for the Cardinals, Dodgers, or something else, we're all going to have to go out.
There you go.
Sedano can show you the ropes and show you how fun he is out on the town.
I got one last thing for you. So your producer is a guy named Pat Costello, right?
Yeah.
And he does a thing called I'm Over This. Now,
every day.
He's over a bunch of things. What are you over?
Oh, this is a really good question because I feel like I'm over a lot of things. You know what I'm over, and this is not unique, but it just happened to me, is anytime I pay for something, they're asking for a tip. Like I just went somewhere and I got a muffin, and it literally takes no labor to hand me the muffin, and they ask for a tip. It's like everywhere you go now, people are asking for tips, and I feel awful saying no, so I'm guilted into giving it. I gave, what was it, 20% for the muffin because they're staring right at you.
Right.
And my Midwestern, sensibilities or whatever, I just get peer pressured into it. I feel too bad. So I end up giving tips to all these people who aren't doing anything to earn a tip.
Yeah. So you've paid $4 for a muffin, and now you're giving them an extra 80 cents.
Yes.
Yes.
And you feel guilty not hitting the 20% button,
Oh, no
right?
question. Yeah.
It's like you feel like you have to once they show you the screen.
And they're staring you in the eyes. They're just right there in your face saying, are you going to tip me or not? And I, unfortunately, do not have the guts to say no.
Yeah, I don't either.
Evan, by the way, just texted me and said, okay, keep talking, laughing, crying emoji. Okay? I mean, listen, we're going to bring you on, Cohen.
Sure.
That's the way this is going to work. Next week, Bergman's going to set this thing up.
We're going to do it. We're absolutely doing it next week.
Battle
when
of the
John's
boy
back.
bands.
And just be careful because John Ireland is quick off the trigger. Like, he's the guy you would play Jeopardy against, and he'd hit that thing before you even think about it.
Unbelievably competitive, Ireland. Yes. Hey, Michelle, great having you. We'll talk to you next week, right?
Yes, absolutely. We will be in Bristol, so look forward to talking to you then.
All right, awesome. Michelle Smallman there on Sports for Mike with Evan, Canty, and Michelle every morning here on 710 ESPN. So coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. I put some really interesting, thought-provoking stuff on there. It's provocative. I would say that. It's provocative.
Is it about death?
It is not about death.
Then it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be good. No, I know only one time did I ask a question about death, and now I'm all of a sudden John Ireland. Ireland is the death guy. I am not. We'll do Wheel of Questions coming up next. It's a combo plate. Me, Sedano, Bergman, Lindsay, producer Brian. We're all in the house getting ready for Lakers, Celtics. No LeBron, no AD. 710 ESPN. All right, so I love my partnership, value my partnership with the LA County Department of Mental Health. And life has its ups and has its downs. And if you are feeling challenged, overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, all this stuff happens. And, you know, sometimes you think, well, I'm a guy. I don't want to acknowledge weakness. The truth is that there is great strength in addressing and managing your mental health. The LA County Department of Mental Health is there to help you 24/7 with their hotline, 800-854-7771. Free emotional support, service referrals, crisis counseling, 800-854-7771. You can also visit their website, dmh.lacounty.gov. Hope, recovery, and well-being with the LA County Department of Mental Health. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free! Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play. Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the BBGO display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on BBGO. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. That's Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you gotta do is go to Ralph's, get some BBGO, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough BBGO.
BB Gold, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Hey, we got a winner or something?
We do have a winner, and this is for the Netflix is a joke. This is a crazy lineup that they have at Netflix is a joke for, and it's at the Hollywood Bowl. And Gilbert Cubias won from Montebello.
Way to go, Gilbert!
Yeah, so
Shout out, Gilbert.
they won 2 tickets to see Taylor Tomlinson, Sarah Silverman, Nikki Glazer, and Michelle Buteau on 5/9. So that's a huge one. Nikki Glazer is hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny. Sarah Silverman her comedy special, her Netflix comedy special, awesome. Damn funny.
Sedano, have you heard what some of this lineup is at Netflix's joke?
I have not, but I'm familiar with the event, and the Hollywood Bowl is an incredible venue to watch anything.
Yeah.
So
Jerry Seinfeld, Jim Gaffigan, Sebastian Maniscalco, John Mulaney, Seth Rogen. We talked about Sarah Silverman and Nikki Glazer and all those, and Kevin Hart.
Wow. So current comedian power rankings. Who's your favorite comedian right now, Sedano?
Oh man, I'm still a Chappelle guy, as controversial as he is. I
hated his last special. The current
I
special.
I understand why. But I'm a big believer of hey, I get that there's going to be stuff you don't like about people. I'll give you a perfect example. Okay. I've religiously have watched Bill Maher for years.
Me too.
Okay.
Yep.
And I find myself more and more over the years disagreeing with him.
Me too.
It doesn't mean I don't enjoy his comedy or enjoy his show just because I disagree with a specific instance in what he says. I feel like, and again, I'm not telling you how to feel. I just feel like if I don't like something, that's okay.
Yeah.
I can my options are either continue to watch and see if I enjoy the rest of it or not watch. Right?
That particular one I turned off. I also didn't like the new Ricky Gervais special. I was not a big Ricky Gervais fan.
I've never been one.
I used to like him when he would shred the celebrities at the Golden Globe Awards. That was always funny.
So for Chappelle, do you actually think he's a comedian still, or is he more about he's just kind of talking to you and it's more thought provoking? I don't think he's.
No, I mean he's a storyteller, but all comedians are storytellers.
Yeah, but I don't.
Actually,
I don't
who's my favorite young comic, and I'm biased because I've known him for a really, really long time. Orlando Leyba. If you ever get a chance, he lives here in LA, he lives in Glendale. If you ever get a chance to see Orlando Leyba, go watch him. Another good comedian, someone I worked with many, many years ago when I worked in radio, when I worked at Clear Channel. Michael Yo, who also is on the E! Entertainment Network and all that stuff.
Right.
He's been, he's a big radio guy. He's been around forever. He's also really funny. But those two guys, as far as guys who are not like super duper duper stars, would be in that category. Orlando Leyba, though, was on America's Got Talent, and I don't know if he 1. I don't know how that show works, but he was on it for a while, and they loved him when he was on it. So
have you ever seen Mark Maron? I saw him in a comedy show.
Yeah, Mark Maron's funny.
I listened to his podcast.
He said that I can't say it on,
his
on the radio.
His podcast is incredibly
WTF.
He said the funniest joke I've ever heard. I laughed
What
for
is it?
5. No, I'm not going to say it on the radio.
Leave some blanks and tell the joke.
No, not doing it. No, I can't put
It's
it
kind
in.
of hard, I feel like.
Yeah.
Some of
Are you
those.
going to tell it to me off the air?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'll find a way to repeat it.
I'm sure you will.
Let's spin the wheel of questions. Okay. It's funny. The question is about me.
Uh-oh.
So yesterday, I called Bergman after the show, and I said, God, I hated this show.
You did.
I hated
Why did you hate the show?
So
Is it because me and Cappy weren't on?
No, here's the thing.
Well, that helps.
So I complained to Greg. I'm like, I don't like the show. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I didn't like it.
Yep.
So I get home. There's Juan. First thing he says to me was, I was driving around today. Your show was great. So what
Listen
do
to
I
him.
know? What is wrong with me? Why do I walk out of here so many times like dejected and self-critical?
Lindsay?
Oh, right. Lindsay, you've
What
got
is wrong-
this experience too.
what is wrong with
me?
Mason?
What's wrong with
I feel
me?
like you're just hard on yourself, and that's totally fine. You're probably too hard on yourself. You should be kinder to yourself, but that just means that you take a lot of pride in your work.
I do. What was wrong with yesterday's show? What did I think? Nothing?
No, well, you didn't like that Momo and I had side conversations.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that when there's like crosstalk. Well,
But
when there's crosstalk when there's not crosstalk.
Like if Sedano and I started having a conversation, is that side conversation?
No, you guys have it.
What's the difference?
You want to talk to Sedano? I'm fine. I'll take a step back.
So what's wrong with Mason Sedano?
Yeah, what's wrong with me, man?
I don't know, Mace. I just feel like you could be a little harsh on yourself, is what I would say. Like the show, I thought I listened to
You
a
must
good
not
chunk
have been
of it.
listening when I said that.
Yeah, you were on the show yesterday, Sedano.
Only for a little bit.
Only for a little. Morales
For
was
only
on
during
the show.
crosstalk.
Yeah, I mean all
yeah,
that. All that.
But
stuff.
you're talking about the whole show,
The whole
right?
show,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I jumped in at like 3:20, so to do the nut milk.
Yeah, exactly. Nut milk was the.
But
theme
what
of
didn't you like? You
yesterday's
didn't
show.
like the nut milk?
The nut milk
I
was
don't know,
funny.
I walked away from it feeling
It's a bit of the year contender.
I'll tell you. Let me just say, Brian, you be the arbiter. Was yesterday a good show?
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with
I
me.
think you need a little more sugar in your milk. a little sweeter.
A little sweeter.
Some more dates.
Some more dates in the nut milk. By the way, it's BB Go Fifth Row Fridays.
Yes, sir.
Something we say today will be on the quiz. I don't know if we've said anything yet, have we? We might have.
We'll talk about it.
We might have. And if you can answer all 5 questions tomorrow, there will be one from each day this week. You can win fifth row seats to see Lakers Narlands at Crypto next Friday night. So good luck, pay attention, keep notes, all that stuff. Coming up next for you, what you need to know, plus 2 o'clock call of the day, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. No LeBron, no AD, at Boston tonight. What does it mean? 877-710-ESPN.
All right, did you know, and I have to use this a lot because I have to hire a lot of people around
That's
here.
right, you're the hirer guy.
That's what I do now.
Yeah.
So did you know that it can take now up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open position? That's almost 2.5 months. So if you're hiring for a growing business, do you really have that kind of time to wait? Well, if you're listening today, I've got some advice for you. Stop waiting and start using ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find qualified candidates for all your roles fast. And right now, you can try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. You can check out the people that ZipRecruiter sends you, and if you really like one or two, you can personally invite them to apply with one click, which may make them apply even sooner. Plus, here's how quickly ZipRecruiter can work to help you hire. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So speed up your hiring process with ZipRecruiter. See why 3.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. Just go to this exclusive web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play. Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the BBGO display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on BBGO. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. That's Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you gotta do is go to Ralph's, get some BBGO, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough BBGO.
BBGO, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Private jet, Sedano out there to Boston. So he could have played in the game tonight since nobody else wants to. Let's get to it.
Crazy. Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Mason Sedano on a Ticket Thursday. 7:10 combo play. Mason Sedano right now.
Beep, ba-da, boop. Boop, ba-da, bop. There you go.
Need Cappy for that.
Yeah,
You should have had just Cappy come in just for that.
Cappy's all pro.
Really
in
should
that.
have.
Yeah. Oh, I want to talk about Cappy.
Oh, yeah, what was the thing about Cappy you never mentioned?
Let's do what you need to know, and then we'll talk about Cappy.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Take it a bit.
Thanks, Sedano. All right, so the newest residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas was announced today.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
You did not?
Yeah, I know who it is.
It's Dead & Company.
Yeah. Oh, Dead & Company.
Yep, Dead & Company announced that it will be coming out of retirement to perform 18 shows over the course of a 6-week residency from May 16th to June 22nd. Each weekend's 3 performances will feature a unique and different set list. The Sphere also announced a new huge corporate sponsor, and it's Pepsi, which I totally predicted that.
You called it?
Yeah, I said that they're selling these crazy sponsorships for Super Bowl week, and they're exclusive. So I was like, one of them's gonna be Pepsi. So now they're gonna serve all their products and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yes, I will say this:
provider.
the only thing the Sphere I thought needed to do better was the food situation. Like the food situation was pretty good, but like the beverage, that's what I mean. Like the wine was not good. Like it was cheap wine. And but you could buy they had pretty good spirits. You know what I mean? Like the spirits were a little more high end. But I thought the food and beverage situation could be a little better.
I have no interest in Dead & Company. Anybody in on that?
Nope.
Not me. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, when they open the doors, there's going to be an enormous cloud of... Well, listen to Brian. Brian's in.
Me and Cap will go.
Of course you are.
But also, it's weird, right? Like, you
Cap.
normally, when you're. Oh, hi, Cappy.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
Cap,
I
I
had to
thought
come
that
in
you
and
were
say
off
hi.
today.
I know. I just had to come in and say hi.
I'm glad you did.
You said you needed today off.
Anyway, I'm here. I came to say hi.
Schedule talk on 710 ESPN.
Yep, it's brought to you by, so Cappy, I'm looking at your, by the way, Dead & Company, not a lot of interest. I would like to see somebody, like Fish is there, 420. Look at Brian perk up again.
You travel with Fish. You travel with Dead & Company.
Right.
You don't
they'll
stay
sell
in one
out, and
spot.
they'll be huge, but I'm just not.
I've seen Dead & Company several times.
Have you?
Yes, with John Mayer, and he's amazing. And
are you going to be there for that?
I would definitely go. Oh, I mean, what did you say the dates were?
I think it's May 22nd through June 16th.
Oh, I would love to go. And I think with the Sphere and all the, the video, that stimulation, I think it'd be awesome.
You've not been there yet, right? It's
no,
crazy.
I have been there.
Oh, you have been there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's the amount of stimulation's amazing. So, okay, Cappy, this is where we need to go. I'm glad you checked in.
Yeah, I just came to say hi.
So, you sent a tweet yesterday. Oh, actually, about 2 hours ago, it says. Yeah,
today.
Two hours ago today.
Yeah, I've been told that I did something wrong.
Okay, so Sedano, listen to this. Lindsay, listen to this.
Yeah.
So, at King James and at Anthony Davis.
Oh, Jesus. Here, I already know what's happening now.
That's a lot.
Not playing for at Lakers, at Celtics. He ats everything.
Yeah, I do.
That makes this at Lakers Nation at sided polls more interesting. And then he tagged so many people.
Oh, no.
Matthew Moreno, Ryan Ward, Trevor Lane, Matthew Peralta, I guess everybody that works at Lakers Nation, right?
Yes, Lakers Nation.
Everybody that works there. And then you put
including me.
Oh, yeah, and you're there, too.
Yeah. And ESPN Los Angeles.
And ESPN Los Angeles.
Thanks,
and then,
Cappy.
And then have you tried to vote yet, Sedano?
No.
You shouldn't, because it is just a picture. You cannot vote on this.
Yeah, it's a still shot.
It's a screenshot.
It's a screenshot.
Yeah.
And then there's an advertisement for a truck.
Yeah, that's part of the unit, right?
So how did what is the truck thing doing there?
Well, I mean, it's part of the ad. When I took the screenshot, there was the poll question, and then there was the ad underneath it.
Is that like a sponsor of yours?
No, not of mine. It's a programmatic ad.
But why not just cut it off and leave just the yes or no? And by the way, why not just link to it so people can actually vote?
Well, I did. I left the website, LakersNation.com.
Why do you at everybody?
He's an adder.
Do you really want LeBron to tweet back at you, or Anthony Davis to tweet back at you?
Of course, don't you?
No.
Why not?
I don't want because I'm not adding LeBron on every single comment I have about LeBron.
Well, I'm not adding him at every single thing, but in this particular instance, I was like really like you're not playing tonight, bro?
You never cease to amaze. I thought we were over this part of your life, Cappy, where you're adding people all the time.
No, I still add people.
Such an adder.
But
I'm an adder.
The thing that is tough for me is LakersNation.com is there, but it's so small and in between so many different things.
It's hard to kind of like spot. Yeah.
You don't even know to click on that.
You're right. Listen. I accept your Twitter criticism. I accept it.
Cappy, what's the strategy of tagging half of North America on this thing?
Well, I figure that if I tag half of North America and then they all retweet it because they've been tagged, then all of America gets it.
So you're doing it specifically to get retweets?
Yeah. I'm like communicating to people.
Yeah, you've got sway. You don't need you don't need at everybody.
Okay. What do you suggest?
Just say LeBron, AD not playing, blah, 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 vote here, no ad of a truck. The truck ad is like the most out of place thing at all.
I know people have been complaining about that. I know it's not my ad. It's just it was part of the unit.
Yeah.
So Mace, tell me what to tweet. LeBron and AD are not playing.
Yeah, I would just not at people. So LeBron and Anthony Davis are not playing for, and you don't need to at Lakers and at Celtics. Those are just extra ats you don't need.
All right.
This makes at Lakers Nation and at sided polls more interesting. Now I understand the side hustle, and I support you 100% in your sided side hustle.
Okay.
But I don't think you need to at your side hustle.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this, Mace. Can I at you?
Yeah, you can at me. Sure.
Okay.
At me.
You're the only person I'm adding right now.
Okay, I will at you back.
Okay. You're the only person I'm adding.
I'll give you the retweet you so desperately want.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I've now tweeted at you. And by the way, I have no issue at all with the constructive tweeting criticism.
Okay.
The truck ad, I admit, does kind of like distract from the entire thing.
It's odd.
That's the first thing I see.
That's
I see,
really
I
odd.
see a big truck.
Yeah, I know. Well, what you guys should really focus on, though, is the fact that LeBron and AD are not playing. George, explain to me, because yesterday, I don't know if you guys heard or not, George did a master class.
Oh.
I give him all the credit in the world.
He was all over it.
A master class of explaining some really, really important data that the way he said it, George, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but this was information that was available to everybody. That a guy like Taurean Prince has played 900-plus minutes at the small forward position, and overall he's minus 83, whereas Rui has played about 400 minutes at the same position, and he's plus 100. So, I mean, George, you got to tell me, the hourglass, aren't we now going to try and reanalyze what LeBron was saying? Because to me,
the timing of it is fascinating, I would say. But I am not. I'm not going to. LeBron has been dealing with an ankle thing the whole season, so I'm not going to say his ankle isn't hurting. I'm not doing that.
No.
But even if his ankle is hurting, these were two games that have just been played, Houston and Atlanta, where honestly, if his ankle was hurting, he probably should have taken off a night against one of those two teams. And now you're on national television against the hated rival, the Celtics, and you all of a sudden are like, you know what? Not playing.
I don't.
I'm going to ask this question.
Yeah.
Is it more of a statement, or do you guys think he's that hurt that he can't play?
I say he's hurt.
Okay.
I think that he is not capable of playing because remember immediately after the first game he was asked if he was going to play in the back-to-back and he said yes, I'm playing. So I think if he can't go, it's because he can't go. I think he's earned that right at 39 years old.
Yeah, he's earned the benefit of the doubt.
He doesn't really sit. He doesn't really sit very often unless he's actually hurt.
Right, but just given that they went double overtime on Saturday, then had to go Monday, Tuesday, and he played in both, and Anthony Davis didn't play in one of the two. And then now here we are in Boston, and he's giving you the hourglass thing.
Yep.
Everybody seems super frustrated. Yes, LeBron has earned the benefit of the doubt, and yes, he is the greatest player of his era and his generation and maybe the greatest of all time. However, given the little commentary and people trying to figure out what he's trying to say, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I think LeBron James is trying to make a statement to the Lakers. This trash right here is not going to work for me. And you guys want me to play against Boston tonight on national TV? No, go out there and get humiliated on national TV and do it without me.
I kind of agree with Cappy.
Oh, do you really?
I do, yeah.
I mean, I think there could be an element of that, but again, I don't want to say the injury is not the injury.
Sedano's right. He's been injured for the whole season, and if he can't go, he can't go. But I think there's a lot more to it than that, and he's very calculated in everything that he does. And I know we don't always agree with Cappy, but I think you're right on this.
Okay, so guys, you think there's a message here?
I do.
Is the message?
I mean, listen, he wouldn't be the first Laker to do that. I mean, the Lakers' history is littered with a lot of that, right? Kobe Bryant, basically, may he rest in peace, right? We all love him, but that Game 7 in Phoenix is always something people are going to remember to some extent,
But what is who's the message for, I guess, is the question. If you think there's a message there, Cappy, who's it for? Is it for Rob Pelinka? Is it for his teammates? Is it for Darvin Ham? Who's it for?
Well, first of all, just back to the original criticism, the poll question was, do you think AD and LeBron are trying to get Darvin Ham fired? Is it for LeBron to say to the Lakers, hey, Darvin Ham is not getting it done? And the reason he's not getting it done is not because not because I'm saying that. George yesterday made an entire case as to what is wrong, not just with Darvin, but what is wrong with the entire organization for not understanding what the data is telling you. I mean, George, do I have that right?
Yeah, look, I think it's a organizational failure. I mean, it shows a lack of culture, in my opinion. I know that word gets tossed around a lot in sports these days, but you're letting the guy drown, and he's only been a head coach for a year and a half. Cappy brought up the point is, why did you hire him in the first place, which is a good point. Why would you hire a rookie head coach to run a team that has LeBron and AD and has championship aspirations? Milwaukee just obviously had a similar situation like that. If you're going to hire him because he enamored you, and I get it, I've been around him as much as anyone, certainly more than anyone here. And I get it. Like, I think he's going to be a good head coach. But everybody, when you're doing something for the first time, is going to need some training wheels. And the Lakers' mismanagement and negligence of not hiring a legit old head who's been a head coach in this league as his lead assistant. I mean, everybody in this sport pretty much does that for the most part. Hell, even the Bucks, who I just criticized, did that with Terry Stotts, and then Terry's like, "This place is a mess. I'm out of here." You know what I mean? Like, he quit after a week or whatever it was. But at least they did that initially. And Joe Prunty, I guess, has been an interim coach many, many times. So there's at least that when he was there. And then they bring in Doc. So like, there's just a lot of things that the data, to Cappy's point, that I found that anybody can find. Like, it's not like I'm going.
Yeah, it's out there. I was looking stuff up after I heard you yesterday, George. It's all out there.
It's not like I'm emailing stats and info for that stuff. Like, that stuff I can go on NBA.com and find. So where is the front office on helping their head coach who's drowning a little bit? Are they not listening to the analytics staff? Like, what is happening here that I can find this information, and which is readily available, and they're not passing this along to their coach, kind of like the Dodgers would, right? Hey, Dave, look at these lineups. We think these lineups work best for X, Y, and Z reasons. The numbers bear this out over a large sample size. It's been 40-something games. This is not a small sample anymore.
Yeah, I tell you, the thing that I think is disappointing is that it's Thursday night TNT and they're not playing against the Celtics. I mean, it's the arch rival. And
well, I can't wait to hear what Charles has to say about this, because I feel like Charles is going
to be thrilled with the quality of this game. I have a feeling
he's going to be livid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By the way, the Lakers historically have hired first-time head coaches a pretty decent amount. I'm not sure. Was Jack McKinney a first-time head coach?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, but then Paul Westhead. You can go back like as much as Luke Walton was. But he was a first-time head coach.
Right. Sure. Back then. But what I'm saying is, if you look at the coaches now, right? Like, for the most part, the guys they've hired have not been first. When was the last time they hired a first-time head coach prior to
Luke Walton? Was in was what?
Okay,
fired in 2019.
There you go. And how'd that turn out?
Well, no, it wasn't good. But,
right.
But they have historically.
But again, they let him drown.
Yeah.
Is my point.
You're right.
This is a organizational failure. Why is it you let people drown? Why did Magic let him drown? Why did I don't know? I don't know if Rob did or didn't. But my point is, why did they let him drown that way?
Well, and by the way, Luke Walton just I know he was a first-time head coach, but a couple of thoughts were: A, he was a former Laker, so they kind of thought he was coming home to the family. And B, wasn't he part of Steve Kerr's staff where they thought, well, he
coached them to a bunch of wins, the year before.
So, I mean, there was more to that story than, hey, he's just – because Darvin Ham is kind of – I think he had a little bit of a time as an assistant coach with the Lakers, but he's not – I mean, Luke Walton was kind of part
Ham
of
was
the
the lead assistant on the Milwaukee Bucks when they won a championship.
With Bud, right?
Don't you think the Lakers – I don't think the Lakers would hire a veteran head coach.
Why not?
Because I think they want somebody.
That's what you need.
I think they want the team run from the front office.
Well, if that's the case,
they don't want to. Like Doc wouldn't have worked with the Lakers because Doc is Doc.
But if that's the case, Mace, then why are you letting the guy you hired drown?
Well, what would you have them do at this point?
Taurean Prince cannot play this many minutes.
Yeah,
why is Rui Hachimura not playing these many minutes? Again, I can't be the only person who sees this.
Yeah, but isn't Darvin one of the guys that sees this stuff? He's got access to all the data too, and his lineup, his rotations are crazy.
Are they? Are they presenting this information to him? I don't know the answer to that.
So you're saying,
question.
Is there a problem in the analytics department with the Lakers? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not saying that it is their fault. I'm just saying is the.
But you are saying they're letting him drown.
Right, because they are. That's clear as day, is it not?
He's certainly, he's trying to keep his head above water right now. But I don't know why do you think? What do you think they can do differently?
Look, the analytics staff is not the front office, right? Like, they're a staff that can give the front office and the coaching staff their thoughts, and it's up to the staff to, whether it's the front office staff or the coaching staff, to then use that and apply it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not blaming the analytics staff. What I'm saying is, whether it's the assistants, whether it's the front office, the people that are there to support Darvin Ham, who, by the way, should take the lion's share of the blame on this, because ultimately he's the head coach, and he's the one that's got to face the media every day and the players every day and all this stuff, okay? But you can't just let the man drown either. That's not good.
And if they hire first-time head coaches because they want the organization to be run by the front office, then maybe we should be looking upstairs for everybody that's in Lakers Nation that says, fire Darvin Ham, that's the answer. Maybe you have to look up another level.
To Rob Pelinka? Because at the beginning of the year, and yes,
are you going to add him, Cappy? Are you going to add?
You know what? I don't know that I follow him, but I will try and see if I follow him.
At the beginning of the year, people were talking about he should be the executive of the year. That last year, after the trade deadline, executive of the year. This year, like, what you did in the offseason was the best thing that's ever happened to the Lakers.
I mean,
and now we're here.
No,
I know it was exaggerated,
but it
yes,
is.
But
it is a fact that
saying.
last year the pieces that got pulled together at the trade deadline
and what
did
if
work.
that was just a flash in the pan?
That's what I think it was.
It could be, but also, do we know that they're not talking to him and saying, "Hey, you're keeping Taurean Prince in the starting lineup because Rui Hachimura has been injured a lot, and we want to keep his minutes down."
Wait, what? I don't think anyone in the analytics staff, when says Rui Hachimura has been healthy, is saying not to play him.
Well, he's been not to play him, but he has been injured a decent amount this year.
Okay, and what? He's healthy right now. Why are you not playing him as many minutes as you should be?
Oh, no, I'm agreeing that he should be playing more minutes, but how do we know? What I'm saying is, how do we know they're not saying?
Well, we don't know any of this for 100%, Greg. But obviously, we're speculating on all of this to some extent.
Yeah,
much of it. Yeah, much of it. Cappy, are you going to hang out?
Hang out for a little bit if it's okay.
Yeah, we're going to do some radio Tinder.
Are you going to be adding more people during the breaks or no?
George, I'm going to send you a tweet right now, but I'm going to send it to you not on Twitter. I'm going to send it to you off Twitter. Hold on. Wait till you see this.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Stand by.
Standing by.
I'm standing.
And Mace, don't forget to retweet.
Oh, I got to retweet you. Oh,
right.
God. I got added by Cappy.
That's right, you did.
I'm going to have to take another flex roll, by the way. I'm spazzing. Right
Do it. I actually could use one now after Cappy got here.
The Patriots are hiring your boy, Alex Van Pelt.
Oh, hey, Cappy.
So he's not going to Tampa.
Nope.
He's not going to go to the Raiders, which is what you wanted because you wanted to party in Vegas.
Right.
So he's going. So New England's definitely drafting a quarterback then.
So I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah, probably they get either Jaden Daniels or Drake May, right?
Whoever's available.
Yeah, whoever's available at 3. Yeah.
Boy, I'm a Patriots fan now.
There you
go. That feels kind of good. I got to get a new hat.
Yeah. All right. Radio Tinder's coming up next. Hey, biggest game of the year almost here. Are you ready? Is your TV ready? Listen to this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity from our friends at Mirror Audio Video in Westwood. Brand new Samsung 98-inch QLED. This is the Q80C series. Quantum HDR. 4K, HD, smart TV, lowest price ever in recorded history. You can get this 98-inch Samsung just in time for the best football day of the year, and you're going to save a ton of money. Here's how it works. Be one of the first 3 to call and get through and buy right now. Have your credit card in your hand and ready to go. The 98-inch Samsung QLED is yours. Just 6 years ago, the 98 was $70,000. Regular price now, $8,000. Mason and Ireland, friends and family plan today, $4,699, $4,699. This was a $70,000 TV just a couple of years ago, and it is yours. First 3 only, $4,699, $4,699, 310-234-4010. That's 310-234-4010. 310-234-4010. Talk to our friends Isaac and Roy. Good luck for Mirror Audio Video. Combo Plate, Mason, Cappy, Sedano. Everybody's here. 710 ES.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the BBGO display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on BBGO. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. That's lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you gotta do is go to Ralph's, get some BBGO, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough BBGO.
BBGO, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Hey, Linz.
Hey, Mace. So this is the TV theme for today. It's The Hills because it's Lauren Conrad's birthday.
Hey, Lauren Conrad. I used to watch The Hills. The Hills was a great show. Yeah, it was really good.
Never saw one episode.
That was back when reality TV felt like reality TV.
It wasn't.
We were talking to Michelle Smallman earlier from Unsportsmanlike, and Evan Cohen loves Lauren, whatever her name is.
Yeah, she writes books and stuff now and designs clothes, I think.
Yeah, she has a clothing line at like Kohl's and Target. It's very accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Good
cool.
for her.
Cool.
All right, so I know we're going to do like a mishmash of Radio Tinder today.
Yes.
I guess I'll do the first one, and then anyone else can take it over from there. But first, why don't you tell us who sponsors Radio Tinder, George?
Our friends at Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Award-winning small batch premium sipping tequila made from the finest mature agaves. Available everywhere fine tequilas are sold. Visit their website, tequilamandala.com, and demand the extraordinary with Tequila Mandala.
All right, so NBA fans have been acting kind of crazy lately. You know, there's that interaction with Russell Westbrook and the fan. We saw KD getting in fights with fan. And now the NBA has decided that they want to issue actual warning cards to fans who they believe have crossed the line while attending games.
What, like you get a yellow card?
Yeah, yellow card.
Yeah.
Or a red card.
It's actually
Playing
red.
soccer.
Right, it's red. It's like the size of a business card, and it says, warning, you're being issued a warning that the comments, gestures, and or behaviors that you have directed at the players, coaches, game officials, or other spectators constitute excessive verbal abuse, blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. And then it says, like, basically, you're in danger of being ejected without a refund, so chill the F out. So do you guys think that this is like, is this the most ridiculous thing ever, or do you think this is a good idea? Mace?
I would swipe right on this. I think I'm doing that right, too.
Yeah.
No, this is good because otherwise, then you at least know. You're put on notice. So if you can't get jacked out of the arena on your first offense, here is a warning. Clean your act up, and you can stay at the game. Basically, that's what you're saying. I think it's actually a really good idea.
So I think it's a good idea. I'll swipe right also, but under a certain extent, like if you do something egregious, you should be able to be kicked out right away. You don't get the red card. You're just gone. See
First
you later.
offense, yeah.
Yes, first
Well,
offense.
I'm guessing that there are degrees to this.
Yes, of course. So as long as it's not to an egregious offense, then
Right.
yes, I'm on swiping right.
I want to know what Cappy thinks about this.
Well, I think the red card is a good idea because you know what the red card does? Is it tells the person stop. Now, if they go overboard, then you give them a green card, which means go. Like as in get out of here.
Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
There's no yellow. It's red or it's green. Red means stop. Green means go. Go home.
Sedano, does it work?
Yeah, I think a warning is always good. I think that most fans get carried away. Remember, a lot of these games, there's, people getting liquored up in some way, shape, or form. You get a little liquid courage. And, I think that it's just an easy way to figure it out. Again, each arena is going to have to kind of navigate that on its own, but to some extent, obviously. But, yeah, I think the idea makes sense.
They kind of put you on probation for the game.
Yeah.
You're on probation. Watch yourself. You've gone too far. I like it.
Yeah, we do it with Cappy every day around here.
Yeah, I know.
Right, that's what we're going to start to need. We're going to start to need red cards and green cards in the studio.
It's actually a really good idea.
Red card is stop. You're going too far. Green card is get out of the studio. You're going to get us all fired.
How many Cappy red cards would you get in a day?
Oh, he got like 5 of them yesterday.
Well,
in one
actually,
story.
red card is you're out. Like, you're gone.
Well,
Like,
but in the NBA
yellow
saying-
card is like the warning shot, basically.
Yeah.
In soccer.
Yeah, but in this, it's a red card right away.
Red
I
card
don't know what
warning.
he's talking about. A green card, Cappy.
Yeah, no, he added green
Making
card.
it
He's just
confusing.
trying to confuse everything.
Yes.
This is what Cappy does. He takes a simple question, he turns it into a compound
Red card.
equation that makes no sense.
He gets a red
You would
card.
have gotten like 3 red cards for your dealer's choice. story
Already,
yesterday,
last 20
Cap.
minutes, you get 3 red cards, Cappy.
I know. Yesterday, I told a crazy story on the air, and
oh my
It was
Which
too
one?
much.
Which one?
everybody was totally disgusted.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you
cat.
want to know, Mace, I mean, feel free, Cappy.
You don't
Go
want to
ahead.
know, Mace. You
No,
don't.
no,
want
no.
to know.
Essentially, he got catfished.
You got catfished?
I don't know that that's true.
He does not know if that's true, and no, we don't know it's true, but we assume that it's the case.
Somebody had a wrong number text and they sent him back nudes.
Wow, Cappy.
And he was like describing them in detail to us, like way too much.
Yeah, Cappy, if you get has anybody here ever been catfished?
No.
Like real catfished?
No.
My ex-boyfriend did when he was dating me, like when we were in high school.
You catfished him?
No. Somebody catfished. He broke up with me for a girl who turned out to be a catfish.
Oh.
And it was really funny because I caught the girl red-handed and we were driving by and she was on her. It was very funny. It was
Did
very
you beat
funny.
her up too?
No, sure I didn't. No, I didn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one for you
Okay,
guys.
Brian's got one. There we
Oh,
go.
go, Brian.
Pick up the momentum here a little
Yeah.
bit.
All right. So the 2024 Pro Bowl skills competition is tonight.
God, I love this.
Right?
This
I know
is
we're all
so,
excited.
So
I think it
compelling.
starts in about 2 hours here.
Counting
the
down.
flag football game. That now last year they switched the flag is on Sunday. Tonight the skill competition. I'm gonna see if you guys have any interest in these new competitions that they're gonna add.
Okay.
These snapshots, where long snappers and centers try to snap and hit targets.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of cool.
That's the new one they have this
No
year.
chance.
No, I think that's
No.
kind of cool.
Out.
No, day for the long snapper. Let's give it up for the long snappers.
Yeah. Let's hear it for the specialists.
Right, you've dealt with long snappers, Cappy. I mean, they're underrated.
Of course they are. I mean, you always see the kicker, the punter, and the long snapper together. It's the 3 of us.
Yeah.
So you know what I say? Let's see what those snappers can do.
Yeah, I need to know an exact time so I can turn that on.
Name
Well,
one
let me
long
tell you
snapper.
something. Let me tell you something right now, Mace. Given that LeBron and AD aren't playing, it sounds like the skills competition of the Pro Bowl might be more entertaining than the Laker game tonight.
You never know, man. It's one game.
What other skills competitions?
They also got a dodgeball.
Oh, yeah.
High stakes, which is catching punts off of a jug machine.
Okay.
Which is, I thought, it's like, I don't know if I really want to watch that. but-
Right.
Okay.
Guys catching punts.
I'll catch you on Twitter.
Precision passing.
Oh, yeah.
And kick-cat-toe.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Tac-toe, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know
all
why
for
they're
that.
doing any of this. Just announce the Pro Bowl rosters and move on with your lives. Although it's weird, all this stuff will get good ratings.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it'll all get good ratings. Because people see that there's a football involved and they're like, I'm all in. Ridiculous.
Are you watching the flag football game on Sunday?
Hanging on every play. Yes.
There's 0% chance I watch
Yeah,
1
none.
second of that.
None. Not at all. Pro Bowl, nothing.
Is it on at 10 a.m.?
By the way, it wasn't Kobe Walsh a long snapper at UCLA?
Was Kobe a
He
long
was.
snapper?
Yeah, he absolutely was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for people that don't know that he's part of our
He's one of our
team
MCs.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of our marketing
teammates.
consultants.
Yes.
I got one more for you guys if you want it.
Okay. Yeah. Do it.
All right, so Sony has announced that they're going to be testing cars driving with a PlayStation controller.
Oh, Jesus.
And apparently they already demoed this at their Sony Big Expo they had earlier. Would you consider driving a car with the controller, and do you think that would be easier or harder than
What,
actually
you just driving with a joystick?
or like a controller, like you got to have
Like a
both hands
PS4,
on it?
Oh, like a
like a
PS4.
video game controller. You in on that?
No, dude, give me a steering wheel.
What do we got a wheel. What do we need? Why do we need to play video games while we're driving?
It's for the
I
gamers.
trust my palms more than I trust my thumbs.
Yeah, who the hell
That's a good
invented this?
Sony.
Yeah.
Penis thumbs.
Yeah, dumb.
Penis
thumbs
in
lives
the-
in
in the
Reddit. He lives in Reddit. All right. Brian, that was great. Thank you.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Tell us about Books.
Very
Mace.
tight. So I was at Books the other day. Man, I'm telling you, they got beautiful stuff. They're on South Robertson in Beverly Hills. And if you cannot make it to the Books store, which is beautiful, what you want is to right now get flowers for your girlfriend, your significant, your wife, whatever that happens to be, because in the end, she may say, don't get me anything. It's not a big deal. It's a trap. Do not get me anything is a trap. You got to get her beautiful flowers from Books. That's short for bouquets. And right now, I got you covered with 25% off your entire purchase at the Books Company. Listen up here. Books, just better than the rest. The thing I love about Books is that their flowers stay fresh longer. They come from the very best flower farms, and there's even a flower farm on the side of a volcano. Books is easy. You can buy roses with one click or choose one of their unique modern designs you can't find anywhere else, like the 100 red roses you've heard about. Valentine's Day coming up fast. I placed my order early. You should do it too. Be the hero. Go to Books.com. Use promo code ESPN for 25% off. 25% off. That's Books, BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books, promo code ESPN. This is a combo plate. Everybody's here, 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free! Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play. Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the BBGO display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralph's are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on BBGO. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. That's Lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you gotta do is go to Ralph's, get some BBGO, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough BBGO.
BBGO, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Combo plate, everybody's here. I think Cappy's still hanging out. Game of Games coming up. Bergman, we just gave some tickets away.
We did, to the Netflix is a Joke Fest, and Rafi Kazarian got really, really good tickets this time. He's from Pasadena, and he's getting 2 tickets to see Kevin Hart.
Hey! That's great.
Pretty cool on 5/10, so that's exciting for Rafi.
Awesome.
Congratulations, buddy.
Way to go, Rafi. All right, so guys, I'm going to do some on-air producing here. This is a short segment, then we're going to come back and do Game of Games. Cool?
Very cool.
So, not Stepdad Leo sent me this text just a couple of minutes ago. And, we're on YouTube, and he watches on YouTube. He says, who the hell is behind Lindsay in the adjacent booth? He looks to be 13 to 15 years old.
That's going to come in handy in a couple of years, Graham.
Yeah, that's Graham
Yes,
Metzger.
that's Graham.
Yeah.
He does. He looks like he rode here on his skateboard, and he had to get a permission slip to be able to come to the station.
I learned something.
Graham's like, huh?
Mace, I learned something about Graham today.
Okay.
He has a blue check mark
No!
on Twitter.
Graham, how did you? I don't have a blue check mark. How did you get a blue check mark?
He has a blue check mark.
He's a play-by-play broadcaster. That's probably why. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he did a game a couple weeks ago. I got to figure out what game he did. He'll text me and tell
Like
me.
a volleyball game or something.
No. It was a college basketball game.
Oh,
He
is
did
that
a
what it
great
was?
job. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh,
That's
good
great,
for Graham. Yeah. He'll be good when he grows up. No, he does look very young.
But he's very good at what he does.
He's totally great. He's
Yeah.
great. He started as an now he's in social media. He's doing play-by-play. Fantastic guy.
Well,
he just looks very young.
He was
Tell
Beto's
not
intern.
Tell not Stepdad Leo. We got a lot of young people who work around the radio station.
We do. We got
A
kids
lot.
over here. Yeah.
I mean, Cody's like 21, I think.
Yeah, Cody, Parker.
Yeah, these guys are all young dudes.
All those guys. DeAndre's a young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of up-and-comers here. So Graham is one of them.
Even
Listen,
Brian
young
Cohn
people,
is how old
young
Brian?
people,
29.
young people are going to kick us all out, man. That's how this works. I mean, the Clippers hired a kid right out of USC who's really good.
Did they?
To do the radio. He he replaced that old geezer Noah Eagle.
Oh yeah.
He was like 25 also.
He was
Right.
all played out at that age. Yeah.
Carlo Jimenez is the new young man. He's very good. I heard him the other day.
Nice.
Graham has done a couple of games for See Something women's basketball with
There you
Jill
go.
Painter.
Good job, Graham.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, very
Way
nice.
to go, Graham. I'd love to hear some of that. Let's play some Graham.
Do we have it?
Yeah, we'll
Brian,
get some Graham for tomorrow.
pull it
I want
up.
to hear some Graham. All right, so one other thing I wanted to get to here is that I am going to start a crusade.
Oh,
Really?
Now, I don't know how you feel about it, Sedano, or you, Cappy, but I cannot stand Tony Romo. Just cannot stand him.
I mean, that's it. You're over him.
Yeah. So I am going to find the Westwood One broadcast with Kevin Harlan, and I'm going to crank it up in my house along with the game.
So
next
no,
Sunday.
what you need to do is you need to make sure you pause the game because if you're going
So
to
there's
find
a
the radio
delay.
broadcast going to be a little behind. You know?
Because Harlan's awesome, and then you don't have to go, I don't know, Jim, it looks out of bounds. Jim.
And then you got Kurt Warner. Kurt's great.
Oh, is Kurt doing the radio on Westwood One?
Yeah,
does
he's been
it
doing
with,
it forever. Yeah.
Oh, that's
with,
great.
Yeah.
with Kevin, yeah.
And then you probably have Tony Baselli on one sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I would think you might have like, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of her name from Fox. She's probably on the other sideline.
Yep.
I can't think of her name.
And you probably got
offhand.
Mike Eby in the box.
Laura
Oh, you
Ompton.
know Eby will be part of it. Howie D.
Yeah,
in the
Howie
house,
D. Yeah.
You know?
That whole crowd.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes wiping the sweat off his right hand on his towel hanging from his right hip.
Here's Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got on the white pants with the red trim with the yellow line right down the middle.
That
throws
is
it-
awesome.
Both
he
of
throws
you
it
good.
down the middle. It's caught by Travis Kelce inside the numbers, heading towards, cutting back inside towards the hash marks, taken down inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18.
Fred Warner wearing the gold helmet with the red SF on it, with the gold pants and the white jersey with the black shoes. He's running. It looks like about a 4.2 40.
Kelce turns around after the catch, points right to the skybox where Taylor Swift is wearing a red gown with that looks like it has some Chiefs logos on it.
Taylor Swift holding a beer, head high, and now looking over at Kelsey's mom. And look, there she goes. Somebody stop that Taylor.
They're crowd surfing up there, Kurt. They're crowd surfing. Mama and Taylor crowd surfing.
You guys are good.
That was very impressive.
That's a
Both
lot
of you.
of great
Both of you
Kevin
were
Harlan. I
impressive.
got to say, that's the highlight of the day.
Well,
don't
it takes
understand.
two people to do
Right,
Kevin Harlan,
right.
to be honest with you, because
You
he's
guys
that
don't
good.
understand. I worked with Kevin and Kurt on Monday Night Football on Westwood One for probably, 10 years or so.
Yep.
And every time we would do a game, Kevin would come down to me and I'd say, Kevin, they're on the 10-yard line. Check that. Make that the 11-yard line right now. Looks like they've got the trainer looking at the right knee. No, it's now the right ankle. It's his white shoe with the black Nike swoosh, and they're working on the right ankle. The trainer has his left hand on the calf, but his right hand underneath the shoe. I mean, it was like he forces you to give every detail.
I love the wardrobe descriptions are great.
On radio, he literally, to Cappy's point, calls every blade of grass.
Right.
Like it's just amazing what he does.
That's what we're playing at my house.
And an incredible human being to boot, as Cappy was.
Is he?
Would
Yeah.
That's right. And one of my favorite things that he does, you talked about earlier about the specialist on the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
When there's a punt, Kevin has a stopwatch, and he'll say, he puts his right leg into the ball. It's a perfect spiral rotating to the right. And then when the guy catches the ball, he catches it around the hip, and it's a 4-3 hang time. And he's literally holding onto a stopwatch.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's detail. Detail.
Yeah. Guy's the best.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to do some game of games. Then we're going to wrap this up and throw it to the LeBron list, AD list, Lakers at Boston. Slee will have the pre coming up. Mason and Ireland. Actually, combo play today.
Combo play. It's still Mason and Ireland, but also a combo play.
Yeah. And we're coming right back with Game of Games, 710 ESPN.
But first, Mace, if you're riding in the back seat and you're injured in an Uber or Lyft accident, it's completely different than a normal wreck, man. Your driver's covered by Uber or Lyft, so not only are you dealing with the other person's insurance, you need to speak with the rideshare company's insurance as well. So you don't want to deal with this on your own, okay? It's very simple. You get into an accident, you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, or visit him online at calljacob.com. You need an expert, and our guy Jacob is the best. He's the expert when it comes to handling Uber and Lyft accident cases. Years ago, Jacob and his team took on these cases before all the other attorneys jumped on the board here. And here's the deal. Jacob understands all the nuances, okay, involved in these particular accidents. So if you're injured in any type of rideshare accident, there's only one name to remember. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. Guys, a lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. You call Jacob, he'll win for you. So call him at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Hey, John Ireland here, and I'm at my local Ralph's in front of the BBGO display, and here's why. The Lakers and Ralphs are doing a sweepstakes, and you could win courtside seats to a Laker game. The question I get more than anything else is, how do I get in those courtside seats? This is how. You come to a local Ralph's, you spend at least $10 on BBGO. Then you take your receipt and you send it to this web address, lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. That's lakers.com/BBGO sweeps. It's the contest runs from now through February 6th. So all you got to do is go to Ralph's, get some BBGO, and send in that receipt. Well, as long as I'm here. You can never have enough BBGO.
BBGO, the official game day snack of the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets? Yes. We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better. Yeah. Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com. Call Jacob. Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle. Call Jacob. Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. Combo plate day. We've got Sedano, Cappy, and producer Brian all playing along with me. It is Bergman's game. Bergman, what do we got?
All right, so I didn't leave myself enough time to make a game, so Lindsay was nice enough to give me one of her old games. So,
Excellent.
Number one, it's about famous pets, celebrity pets.
Okay.
So Chip, the Yorkshire Terrier, belongs to this famous tennis star. Is it Naomi Osaka, Serena Williams, or Maria Sharapova, Mason?
I think that's going to be Naomi Osaka.
Okay, Sedano?
Who are the options again?
Naomi Osaka, Serena Williams, or Maria Sharapova?
I'm going to say Serena.
Okay, Cappy.
I also say Serena.
Okay, and Brian.
I also say Serena.
It is Serena Williams. All right, so Mason the only one not to get that one. Number two, Lua. Lua, Scooby, and Fluffy are all pups belonging to this NFL quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, or Tom Brady? Sedano.
Tom.
Tom. Cap.
Patrick Mahomes.
Brian.
Mahomes.
And Mason.
Let's go option C. I'll go
Brady?
The third? No, the other one.
So it's Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady.
I'll go Baker Mayfield.
You should have stayed with Brady, so Sedano has the lead with 2. Right
He's the only guy with time for 3 dogs, probably now.
Yes.
I thought it was a trick question because he's no longer an NFL quarterback.
This was written...
it's an old game.
An old game, exactly.
Yeah.
Maroska, the yellow lab, is often seen in selfies with this soccer stud. Is it Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, or Neymar Jr., Cappy?
Messi.
Messi. Brian.
Neymar.
Mason.
Ronaldo,
and Sedano.
Messi.
It is Ronaldo. So Mason, you made it onto the board. Congratulations. Sedano 2, Cap 1, Brian 1, Mason 1. There's only 7 of these and a tiebreak.
Okay.
Lilo the Frenchie has his own IG page, and his mom won gold in the 2016 Olympics. Was it Gabby Douglas, Simone Biles, or Allie Raceman? Brian.
Simone Biles.
Okay. Mason.
Allie Raceman.
Sedano.
Let's go with Simone.
And Cappy.
Raceman.
It was Simone Biles. So Sedano and Brian got that? Is that
sir.
right? All right. Sedano's still with the lead. This is the first one of the month, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5. Speaking of Frenchies on IG, this one named Bougie has 230,000 followers. His dad, who loves catching touchdowns, is also big on the gram. Is it Juju Smith-Schuster, Rob Gronkowski, or Travis Kelce? And we go back to Mason.
Gronk.
Sedano.
Let's go with Juju.
Cap.
Also Juju.
Brian.
Also Juju.
It is Juju.
Did you guys know this?
That's the only one I did know.
Well, I felt like Bougie and Juju kind of went together.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
there you
And I
go,
felt
yeah.
like we would know if it was Travis Kelce's dog. We
Yeah,
know
right. By now, we definitely
know
would know
everything
for sure.
about Travis Kelce.
All right, only
yeah.
2 left, so Sedano with 4 has to go first. Reza, the fluffy Labradoodle, and Rookie, the Golden Doodle, belong to this NBA superstar. Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Let's go with Steph.
Cap.
I also say Steph.
Brian.
I'm going to go Giannis.
And Mason.
Need to make up a point. I'll go Giannis.
And Sedano is going to be the victor because it is Steph Curry. And everybody else, so there's only one left, and Sedano has 2 more than everybody else. So congratulations, Sedano.
There you go, Sedano.
You are the first winner of the month.
Way to go, man.
There you go.
Nice, George. You must feel good about that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's nice
I'm also
affirmation,
feeling good
right?
because the Flexerol is kicking in.
Nice.
There you go.
Anybody think the Lakers maybe could win tonight just because like they're going to give everything they got with LeBron and AD sitting out and Boston lets their guard down?
I mean, sure, they could win.
It's possible.
Anything can happen in 1 out of 82.
Sedano, are you on the Action Network? What's the line on that
I am.
game?
Let me see what the number looks like right now.
I was wondering.
I'm going to look on Prize Picks because I mean,
Prize Picks. That's right.
Maybe.
It's
take
Celtics
the over with
minus
D'Angelo.
15.
15 in an NBA game? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Cappy, bet one for me. Give me D'Angelo with the over, whatever the hell it is tonight.
How about this? Jason
More?
Tatum, 27.5. I would go with more than that.
More.
Yeah.
Well,
unless it's a blowout and he sits.
Yep.
Right.
What's D'Angelo?
I'm working on it. I'm
Okay,
trying to
working
find
on
it.
that. All right, at me with it later, okay?
I will actually.
Yeah,
And
at
go
me.
more or less.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, here it is. D'Angelo, 22.5 points.
Over.
More.
Yeah,
more.
more.
Come on, get the lingo
George, how
down.
about Torian Prince at 11 points?
Well, he's definitely going to have to play today.
Yeah, no choice. All right. Hey, guys, thanks. Glad you stopped in, Cappy. Sedano, thanks as always for a combo played. Always fun. Lindsay producing today. Appreciate that. Producer Brian Bergman here as well. Tomorrow, we will have a full show, and it'll be me, Momo, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. hanging out tomorrow.
Cappy, do we have a full show then tomorrow, too?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Oh, wow. On a Friday? Can we not do that on a Friday?
No,
It's supposed to be summer hours on Friday.
It's happening
supposed to be off at 5.
Here on 710 ESPN.